Hi, this is Randy with Floral Computer Systems. I want to show you something today that goes along with what we've talked about in some earlier videos. We're going to go to View Sales Orders. And one thing about our system is you can pull up a screen and see what all your sales orders are, not just for today but for previous days. Now I haven't done a lot with this database, so there's not a lot here. But here you see sales orders and they're lined up with the most recent on the top, but I can also sort each of these columns if I want to. Now, as you go across here, you'll see the order date, who's the rep, who's the customer, other data, etc. And I'm going to sort this one here. It shows which ones are active, meaning they haven't been invoiced, and which ones have been invoiced. Now, the importance there is, let's say you have an order that you started earlier in the day and you haven't completed it. Well, you want to make sure you complete that before the day is up. And maybe you have a number of open invoices like that you haven't actually finished. So basically, if you just double click on any one of those active ones, you pull up the data, right? If I hit summary, it's going to actually pull up the actual exactly what was in that particular order. In this one, we had flower, carnations, hot pink. We had 10 of those. It has all the data, the price, and the total price. So we had carnations, hot pink, carnations pink, Gerbers, leather, premium sleeved, and this is that order. Now, perhaps you're on the phone with the guy and you want to go ahead and add something to it. You could do that. But if we want to go ahead and just complete it, I'm going to go up here to print order and create invoice, and that will actually produce an invoice for us, which will come up here on the screen. Alright, so here's the invoice, and basically, as you see here, it would have your name and your logo if you have a logo, has sold to, shipped to, and all of the data here of exactly what the sale includes. And if I go back down to where we were a second ago, if I hit this button here, email invoice, it'll automatically email it out. But the other thing you've noticed here is now the status is invoiced, right? Before we made that change, it was still active, had an A here for active. Well, now it's invoiced. And in fact, if I go ahead and go back out to the screen we started on, the sales view, you'll see that this one, here we go, this is the top one here, the one we just looked at, and you'll see that it now has an invoice number, so it's no longer active. So basically, any active orders that aren't complete, you know what they are, and you may have, let's say you've got 10 different salespeople and an awful lot of invoices and things going on. It'll all be collected right here for you, and if you just sort that column, you'll be able to see exactly what you're dealing with. And throughout our system, you have features like this where you're compiling all the data. For instance, as far as what flowers to buy. Well, let's say, again, you have a bunch of salesmen. They're all making sales. They're of all different types of product. One screen will consolidate it all for you, so you don't have to go searching for it. Now, of course, the system does a lot more than what I've shown here and in those few earlier videos that I've sent you. I'd really like to show you more, show you what the entire system does. Please feel free to give me a call. We can actually do a live online demo. My direct line is 727-483-7451. And I look forward to talking with you. Thanks.